stand out as a people from our.
With them. Oh, we can't see beauty before 66. And you be on one day in our Ottawa. Ibo Yoruba na Wusa. I name when Mekota. Yabu one end in number. The Shikaranka de Georgia. Oh, Muibo, Bahara, Nigerians, Bahara. Can you know why you can? Waiting no plenty can go round if you believe in love. So get ready, sing it loud if you believe in love. There's no mountain we cannot crush if you believe in love. Understanding a key to love. Nigeria is my hope, my only hope. If you don't believe it, take it from you. So I be human being. Nigeria is my country. Any which way, not my first identity. City boy, yeah. Old, yeah. City boy, yeah. City boy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just keep the music going. This is NTA We Can Deal. Right here in Sweet Man. Like I said, not everybody can fix Nigeria, but everybody can join in fixing Nigeria. And the key is unity, love, and peace. You know. Nígbà èwe, tá bá ń ṣeré, pẹ̀lẹ́tọ̀ ilé, la fi ń ṣayé. Àwọn kan tó bá dé, ìfẹ́ la fi ń gbé. Igbo Yoruba ta Hausa àjọ ń sopa kí ló wá dé tá fi ń ponú tá fi ń para wa àwòrán orúmọ mo sọ báwo la ṣe ṣe tá fi ń sunkún lórí ta mẹ́ta ẹ̀pá ògbóró mọ́ ohun wọn tó máa pọ̀ tá bá sowọ́ ohun wọn tó máa pọ̀ tá bá sowọ́ pọ̀ wetin no plenty can go round if you believe in love. So get ready, sing it loud, if you believe in love. That's the mountain we cannot crush, if you believe in love. Understanding our key to love, if you believe in love. See, which no plenty can go round.
Amazing, Mr. Sweetman. Well done. That was beautiful. A wonderful way to begin the show. Hey, this is Weekend Deal, your favorite weekend show on TV. And this Sunday morning, we want to celebrate what makes us who we are and stands us out as a people.
So right, what if the very essence of who we are is encoded deeply within us, in our traits, in our health, and even in our destiny?
From our resilience to our creativity, it is the code that stands us aside and makes us proudly Nigerians.
And we urge you to stay with us as we explore the depths of who we truly are and have meaningful conversations about what's encrypted in our DNA. My name is Thelma Obaze. Welcome. This is Weekend Deal.
In whatever area of life we find ourselves as Nigerians, we leave a remarkable mark. And that leads me to ask, how proud are you to be a Nigerian? I am Patience Eloy Abba.
I used to think that I cannot go on. And life I know is nothing but a full sun. I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting love. If I can see it, then I would do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can soar the sky. I think about it every night and day. Got my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through the open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking out. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. But there are miracles in life I must achieve. But I know it starts right from inside of me. Oh, if I can see it, then I will do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can turn the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through the open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking out. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. There are miracles in life I must achieve. But I know it starts right from inside of me. Oh, if I can see it, then I would do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can turn the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through the open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Going on. Thank you so much, sweet man. How sweet is this sweet man? How sweet is the man? Thank you for always delivering extra. You always notch it up. Another amazing rendition there. I believe I can fly. On weekend, do we believe we can fly? But always when we have your company, your contribution, and your support. We're talking about encrypted in our DNA. Many of our children have heard the word African time. And we are saying that that narrative can be changed. It has a funny way that we imagine it. People think it's fashionable to arrive at events late and to come 2 hours after the invite has asked you to. But we have come to learn that time is an asset. What about you? What do you think? Well, Splendor's been doing the work. Splendor, what did you find? It's time to share.
Time, measured, counted, controlled. In much of the modern world, time is something we chase or something that escapes us. But what if time is not a thing to be controlled? What if time is simply something we live? In Western societies, time is linear, a straight line moving from past to present to future. It is divided into seconds, minutes, hours. It is scheduled, optimized, monetized. Time is money. But across many Nigerian and African cultures, time follows a different rhythm.
Long ago, village, a young boy set out on a journey. He met a wise old woman by the river.
According to Kenyan philosopher John Mbiti, African time is not abstract. It is event-based. Time does not exist on its own. It exists because something is happening. Without people, time has no meaning.
What time will the meeting start? It will start when others arrive. Just exercise patience.
Here, time is not fixed by a clock. It is defined by people, by events, by life itself. Among the Yoruba people, time is often described through events. When the sun rises, after the market closes, during the raining days. Time is tied to nature and activities. For the Fulanis, life is structured around cattle, seasons, and movements, measured by grazing circles, rainfall, community rituals, not by clocks, but by survival and rhythm. In many African societies, waiting is not wasted time. It is time spent connecting. Where modern systems see delay, African tradition often sees opportunity for relationship, for conversation, for presence. Two concepts of time. One measures life, the other experiences it. Africa is changing. Nigeria is changing. And so is time. Smartphones and digital schedules, global business timing, clash of tradition and modern efficiency. Two systems now coexist. Clock time, lived time. Africans stands between them, not choosing one, but reshaping both. Time is not just seconds on a clock. It is memory. It is community. It is spirit. And in Africa, time is not something you chase. It is something you live.
African time, it really can be annoying when you are the receiving end. Well, if you're just joining us, it's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, and today we are taking a look at the codes that are encrypted in our DNA. Yes, these are the identity markers that shape how we relate to people, shape our relationship, our confidence, and our place in the world. And to help us unpack and start this conversation is our first guest. She walked in here so elegantly, kind of dressed like me, and I'm proud. You will understand when you see her. She's Uche Umana. She is a business development service provider, a beauty industry service consultant. Welcome to Weekend Wow.
Having me.
You are amazing.
Wow, you know, we often hear about the 3 B's, and sometimes it's rare to find strong, viable women in our time who encapsulate all of that. Beauty, brains, brilliance. I'm sure in the course of the show, we'll be adding quite a number of these to it. It's amazing to have you on Weekend Deal today.
Thank you for having me.
What a profile.
Thank you.
It was for you and people like you that Sweet Man gave us that rendition. I believe I can fly.
I can do anything.
Amazing. Great to have you on Weekend Deal.
Thank you for having me.
You've nicely asked us to address you as Uche. You should leave all the nice, plenty things we can put in front. That is at the heart of who you are.
Yes.
And I tell you, that's what really counts. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, you had several intersections.
Yes.
But let us go to the meaty matter. Time. The concept of it and the asset that it can be. And if not well handled, it can become a negative pattern and that we may lead to regret. We don't want to have any regrets. Tell us, we just saw an amazing package in depth about the concept of time. But in your workspace, in the people you have related with, in the young men and women you are embodying the value of hard work in, what do you find about time? Do they regard it as an asset, or this concept of African time is going beyond our generation and touching those who are coming after us?
Okay, when I saw the topic, right, and it's encrypted in our DNA,
Yes.
and we're looking at the African time, I was like, finally someone is talking about it.
Oh, yes.
Because there are codes that somehow we just come to accept, we meet it and we carry on with it.
Absolutely.
So you just see that it becomes a part of us. And something, when you're thinking about it, the first thing you're thinking about is when someone says, I'm coming can be 5 minutes, it can be 2 hours later.
Absolutely.
So you see that for us as Nigerians, at least let me speak from my space, as Nigerians, we see time more as life, as against it being a tool or an asset that we can work with. So for someone who is in the space where I work with people, where I work with businesses, time is something that you have to consistently remind people that every second, every minute counts. And unfortunately, as beautiful as it is that it makes us who we are, it has become something that we have somehow learned not to use properly, and in that space it has now affected most of us, you know, in, I won't say a negative way, but it has now become a bit detrimental to us, because you have people who are exceptional, and for some reason, because they can't manage their time properly, they do not harness their full potential.
Oh, that's
actually what time and working with the African time has done to us, especially as Nigerians.
Yes. You know, it's so bad that you go to an event and people, the MC is hailing the people that came on time, because it's not normal. So, do you know this one came on time? And everybody's clapping. And I'm like, okay, are we not supposed to come on time? But in all that, where's the place of being fashionable late an African time? You know, sometimes they say it's fashionable to be late. Where does that fit in all this African time? Should we still be fashionable late, or I just come?
So I work in a space where we see skill, right, as 100%. Skill generally is when you're able to capture 100% of whatever it is you do or whatever it is you're working with. When you're assessing people, right, the first thing that we have is allowing that, and that's this encrypted in our DNA, we've allowed the African time mentality to slip into professionalism. We have allowed it to slip into every part of our life that it's now a part of our culture. So we now accept, in fact, the word fashionably late or African time does not exist outside this climb. And it's so unfortunate that it's when we now travel out that we now know how to walk with time and walk on time. Because you know, when you're going to the train station, the train is not going to wait for you. It's not going to wait for you. You know that when you show up at an appointment at a certain time, you're late. So the African time mindset, or the fashionably late mindset, is a tool that unfortunately is now working against us, because even at our best, we still can't bring out our best, because we now have to work with the time at hand, and we now have to cut off some processes that would have actually made us stand out or be unique in what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And perhaps it can impact us learning. You can't learn fashionably when you're not learning about fashion. So you must learn well, thoroughly. If you want to be like Uche Umana and many other women or men you admire, you must learn, you must go through the rudiments. So there's no fashionable way to become excellent. That is a myopic way of thinking if you ask us in this masterclass. And we are just here, we're listening, but we're benefiting. Okay, someone is talking about the balance in between. First of all, who are you? What do you represent? What impacts you? You know, by the time you arrive people's events late all the time, on your own day, when it's very important for you, you'll be there. 2 p.m. People will start coming at 6 p.m. But NTA Lokoja, please share. Tell us more. Welcome to this interesting masterclass.
For many Nigerians, optimism is not just a feeling. It is a survival language. It will be well. A simple phrase spoken in the markets, at the newspaper stands, inside keke, and even whispered in quiet prayers. Not because life is easy, but because hope is necessary.
We should give thanks unto God in all situations. So when people say it is well, that's in the midst of negative circumstances, we have to look up to God, because God is our consolation. Whatsoever situation we are passing through, we believe God is the solution to every problem.
Well, I think why Nigerian love saying it is well is because one of the things Nigerians are known for is being religious. So it is well is just like saying this phase shall also pass, no matter what we go through, no matter how we go do things, it is well. We hope for a better result.
When someone says it is well, they don't look at it like something bad is happening, because I think they predict the future, like things is going to get better. Okay, maybe like you lost someone. People they see it as if it's something that is sorrow. What they'll tell you that it is well, because no matter how bitter it is, there's one day everything will become fine. You cannot keep on mourning someone for long. There's one time that something will cheer you up, that you'll be happy.
Belief is not blind. It is forged in daily struggle. Beyond the individual is the strength of community. Here, a neighbor is never just someone next door. He or she is a family you did not choose. However, you cannot do without. In joy, Nigerians celebrate together. In hardship, they carry the burdens as one. Aside, the challenges faced are almost the same. Rising costs, uncertainty, dreams delayed. Yet, hope is rarely abandoned, because even amidst the challenges, Nigerians still celebrate new opportunities, marriages, promotions, and find reasons to smile, even in difficult times.
Why saying it is well? It is better to also add actions that can improve our society and we as a human being too. Because just hoping and hoping without putting in the work can't just make that well to be well.
People ascribed the solution of Nigeria to an individual or certain institutions. Me, as I'm here, I have a responsibility. You out there have your own responsibility. If you go on social media, you'll be so surprised to find that some of the things some Nigerians say, as if they are not Nigerian themselves. There are two analogies I would want to share here. Where you want to fill visa form and you want to travel abroad. If they say country, you put in Nigeria, your country. If your village, whether you have visited your village for several years or not, and they say hometown, you are going to put your hometown. So it means that you have a stake in your country to make sure that it works, and not to allude it to president, governor, everybody. Even common parking properly, some people will not do that. And then they now want to say, will you clean your environment? You clean the drainages in front of your house or your offices? These are the patriotism that is needed. All is well, and all shall be well with Nigeria. But it is not about me alone or the president alone. It's a contribution that everybody must believe in, work for it, and make sure Nigerians succeed.
This is Nigeria, where struggle and laughter share the same streets, where traditions shapes identity and ambition fuels progress. A challenging space, you may say. Yes, but it is vibrant, alive, and unbreakably hopeful. Because in Nigeria, no matter the odds, it is.
Welcome back. When we left here, we're just three. Our studio is full now. What that means that our conversation is going to go full throttle. It's my honor to introduce our next guest. He is a former member representing Amuwo Federal Constituency, and 2 times, as a matter of fact, he is Right Honorable Ogene Ego. Let's see his profile.
Honorable, great to have you on Weekend Deal today.
Thank you. I'm honored to be with you today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So talk about those amazing things that make us unique as Nigerians and to carve our unique niche in the world. We're not done. We have another guest. He's been here severally. What a brilliant and innovative discussant. We can't wait to let him on this conversation. He is Ocheche. He's an engineer, but he's lots more. His profile will show.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal once again. It's a pleasure to have you.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so like I told you, I gave you an info. I said our studio is full today and we have a lot of conversations. So I'll start with Honorable Sir. The Nigerianness in us, it's in our DNA. You need to hear a Nigerian speaking anywhere in the world, and you know that a Nigerian person be that, is the way we speak. What is this thing about our lingo, the way we speak, our language, that what makes us stand out in our language, the way we express ourselves?
Well, the thing with the Nigerian, which I belong to, is that we're very proud of what we have and what we talk about. And you see somebody with a PhD in English, you know, he will want to speak the pidgin English and the ordinary street language in Nigeria. Yeah. Social media is even added to it now. You see somebody speak a language, before you know, you have Gigi who have invented some words and the whole thing is all over the country.
You're right,
and
sir.
It shocks you that when you go to Ghana, you see Ghanaian young men and boys and girls are already using those words from Nigeria. So when you say it's in our DNA, it's really in our DNA, you know, at least the good part of it. So Nigerians, because of the confidence we have in ourselves, it makes us to be able to do what we think is best, wherever you are. That is why two Nigerians who meet in London or USA, anywhere, you know, they are happy to embrace each other and speak their own language. I heard the opposition leader in South Africa, he was saying Nigerians are very proud people. He said if it's a South African who is talking to an expatriate, you know, a white person, he said he'll be holding his hand. Hey, yes, sir. Sir, I'm sorry, this. He said if it's in Nigeria, when the expatriate talks to you, say, what do you mean?
Azal now.
You know, that is it. Azal.
Azal now.
That's a social media language.
That's one that is running everywhere now. Azal now.
It's a social media language. So he was saying Nigerians are proud. They are not afraid to talk to anybody, and they don't feel inferior wherever they are.
Absolutely.
So I give hand to my people.
Kudos to us. Nigeria for life.
Yes.
In fact, many people will say Nigeria for life. Anywhere we are, we'll proudly represent. Engineer Cheche, let's look into where we have come from. which has birthed who we are today as a people. Little matter how sophisticated we are in these days, you know, we came from somewhere. We have a rich and vibrant history that embodies cultural values and norms. Do you think that is part of what has shaped us and given us the confidence to stand anywhere in the world? Are we standing as confidently and as strongly as we ought? Would you say, leave the continent, let's go to the global stage?
Okay, it's usually very interesting to talk from this angle, especially as a Nigerian who have had the opportunity to have been to a few places, and you always know a Nigerian when you see one, whether in the United States of America, whether on the street of London, whether in China or wherever. You don't need to have a Nigerian speak before you know he's one. That is the way we carry ourselves, from the way we want to dress, and the way we relate with people. You notice these differences with the way other people do. And that has a lot to speak about where we are coming from as a people. Oftentimes when we talk about DNA, people actually want to relate it to biology. But beyond that, we want to talk about shared humanity. And that's where, as a Nigeria, there's this thing that is imbued about a Nigerian man, just like Honorable said a while ago. You understand?
With the raise shoulder. Let me say the shoulder.
Proudly Niger. Niger, they carry last. So there's always that. And for me, what has actually put in that in us is our diversity. I've also often said that whenever they say Nigeria is the giant of Africa, it's not because Nigeria is the most sophisticated country on the continent. It is because of our number. It is because of our values. It is because of that inherent ability to that capacity for community. You understand? So you always see a Nigerian showing compassion. You always see a Nigerian being outspoken. That's why they say we are proud people. It's not like we're proud people. We're people who knows where we're coming from.
We know our what.
Yeah, we know our what. We're people who understands what it means to get to wherever we want to get to. Nigerians are very resilient people. In the mix of whatever it is, we always find our way out. And that is why whenever there's chaos, whenever there's confusion, you see Nigerians standing out. And on the global stage, I think we have done excellently well in that regards.
Thank you.
That's nice. I mean, still talking about our lingo and how we speak. It's amazing how when you walk to the market, everywhere you hear it, you don't care. And then you go to a foreign country. You're walking through a mall. And then you hear a sister saying, if I said this should go tight me. The way I turned to her. And I was so lucky she was a nice woman. We hugged. And one person, another foreigner, come and say, is a birthday going on here? I said, no, we are celebrating ourselves. And we got introduced. And she became my shopping buddy throughout that day. You would think we knew each other. The way we love each other. Do you think, I'm coming to you now, Sister Uche, do you think that we are losing it, that love? Because when we see ourselves outside, the love is to another level. I never met her before, and before you know it, we were all over the place, and I'm sure the white people were like, okay, what did they do then now? They never see human being before, but that's who we are. Do you think we should promote that love and continue, or do you think modernism is trying to...
Okay, break us apart. Okay, I think I'm going to stand on what the engineer has said. We are fortunate to be Nigerians, and that's because when we look at other countries, you realize that we have a level of empathy that allows us to relate with people we do not know.
Yes.
And I don't think this generation is losing it, because when you go online, that seems to be their space. When you go online, you would see that we have given ourselves the right to drag ourselves, but when another country or another person comes for us, we unite and we still go for it.
We blast them.
We unite, yes, we can quarrel amongst ourselves, but when it comes to someone else, no, you don't come for a Nigerian.
Please don't.
We will go for you. So I think, like I said, it's something that has been passed from generation to another generation, and I am so grateful because this generation, the Gen Z and above, they seem to be disconnected. They seem to have less empathy. But when it still comes to the basics, right, they can still see another Nigerian and relate with them. So it is not just a plus, right? But I think it is a code that I pray continues in other generation. Yeah. There was a YouTuber that was in Nigeria last year, and part of what he said, he was like, oh, the Nigerians, they just, of everything he said that was great.
Speed.
Yes, speed, yes. Of everything he said that was great, he said, oh, they beg. And someone said something, and which I also agreed to. He said, no, we don't have a lot of people who beg. We have a lot of people who are hopeful because we are givers. Even when you don't have, even when you don't have, we have that empathy to look at someone else and give, even when it might not be enough for you. And that is a level of humanity that I see that we possess more as Nigerians than across other nations. And that I don't think it's a code that is leaving our DNA anytime soon.
I agree.
And I'm proud of that.
Oh, yes, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Great to hear, great to listen. You can't talk down on one, even if we just quarrel. Don't come and talk down on my Nigerian sister. We're coming for you together, irrespective of which part of the country we come from. Let us continue to celebrate those ties that bind us, because it is encrypted in our DNA. Niger, we know the carry last. A break beckons, we'll take it. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. Someone said that street credibility is authentically how Nigerians authentically connect with the environment, with their struggle, and with their truth. Yes, Nigerians will keep it real when it gets down to it. Well, we have another guest standing by in Lagos, a beautiful Nigerian who is passionate about the Nigerian project. She is Sally Mbane, for the former Director General of Nigerian Tourism Development Authority.
So, okay.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal, and you look so beautiful, so elegantly Nigerian. Okay, so let me just quickly add this as we have this a little time lapse in our audio. What makes us typically, what are the codes that are encrypted in us that makes us Ninja in your own?
The most important Nigerian is our uniqueness, our faith, our resilience, our dogged resilience. And the truth is, people complain, oh, we're always praying, we're doing this, and Nigeria has not improved. But the truth is that resilience is built on faith, and faith creates hope. If there's hope, we will not despair. If there's despair, then there's anger. Then there are vices. People turn, or especially the youth, they turn to crime. So these are some of the things that make us very unique. I mean, we've exported our food. We fight with Senegal, whether it's jollof is ours or theirs. We've exported our music. We've exported our movies, whether after Bollywood, we're the next. We have exported the Afrobeat. Fela made an impact in the whole world, and he still lives. There's so many things. Even our pastors. Our pastors have been exported abroad now, and people are feeling our impact because of our cultural heritage. For example, when I was DG, we were talking about teaching history in the schools. If you taught African history, Nigerian history, our children will be proud to be whom we are. Instead of the Europeans say, oh, come to France, come to Paris, come here, come there, we will be the ones talking about our country, you know. And so from home, I think culture, our cultural heritage, our customs, home upbringing, the nucleus of the family. You find that traditionally, a young person goes to, in the rural areas, they follow their father to the market, they go to the farm, they come back, they learn things at the market square about wisdom, about things. So you find that the culture of respect, that is what makes us unique. I'll never forget that When you're on the phone and my uncle calls me, let's say I'm from Oyo in the southwest, I will dobale. I will dobale and show respect, even though the person I'm talking to is somewhere else. That is what is unique about our DNA, that culturally, we are culturally attuned. All we need is to have compassion. We need the haves to have compassion on the have-nots. For the youth to have what they call a reorientation camp. Reorientation of paradigm, of their mindset. America was built by the youth. Those who fought the Vietnam War were all 19 years and 20-year-olds. France, they broke away and claimed their freedom. They were all 18 and 19-year-olds who fought for the freedom of France. And so a lot of importance and attention has to be given to the Nigerian youth. They're not useless like people think. They're interested. They just need to be guided. And it's the family nucleus. Because if there is no faith, no hope, there'll be despair. And we can't have despair in our country because the nation is built on the youth. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You have opened another door, which is very key, because we often say that the youths are leaders of tomorrow. But nowadays, we say that the leaders of today, some of them are accelerating at a speed that is still so awesome for us. We can catch up with some. But we look at the larger population of the youths in Nigeria today. We've talked about celebrating our diversity, celebrating our strength as over 200 million people. We have talents, we have innovation. How do we utilize all of this to celebrate who the true Nigerian is and to take our youth population to where they can stand front and center, not just in the continent, but in the world? We have seen what some are able to do. How do we pull the larger number together so that everyone is working at that assiduous pace? Ma'am?
I think the perspective of the Nigerian youth and Nigerians generally is, how do we look at the cup? Is it a cup that is half empty, or is it a cup that is half full? So every part of the world, people have problems, but it is our perspective, our initiative, and indeed creativity. Creativity is what we need for our youth, and financial literacy. People need to know that they can make, women, for example, people need to know that they can have quick financial income. Practical, maybe not quick, practical financial income. So financial literacy becomes very important, and encouraging the youth to harness their creativity. This is something that I do on a full-time basis now. I look after youth, we mentor youth. One of the things that we do is making agriculture sexy. I remember Emmanuel Ijerere, he said, oh, the way you sell tourism, how I wish you could sell agriculture for us, because agriculture will become attractive. We are now in that era. Agriculture is attractive. Recently, I was made a director in the Upgan, oil growers Association of Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have 27 states that are producing oil. We are producing 1.2 billion a year, and the demand for palm oil is 2.4 million. So there's demand for it. So we can engage our youth for food security and sustainability. We're going to encourage the youth. We come out to give them funding to become palm growers. Also, financial literacy, AI. This is the age of digital technology. Some of the things that I'm doing with the schools that I look after, they're all in rural areas. Most of them are. We're trying to talk about virtual learning, which is what we did when I was a commissioner in Anambra. We didn't stop education. We continue to teach in the rural areas because of digital technology. So we should encourage the youths in the rural community to have access to digital literacy, to be able to be trained even though they're not physically there. You don't have to be physically there to have impact. And so these are things that the youth can be involved in. And this program that I talked about, instead of an orientation, instead of a camp, reorientation camp. Let the young people realize that they're part of the system. Dialogue with the government, diplomacy, advocacy. Recently, I partnered with a television, Catholic television. What are we doing? We created Tete-a-Tete with Sally M from Banifo. What is it all about? A platform where the youth can air their views, can talk about psychosocial therapy, things in the society that bother them, that lead them to things that they do that people cannot explain. They're able to air their views, talk objectively, and speak openly. That is what the youth of Nigeria need. They need to be, told that there's compassion and love for them, that they are the future of Nigeria, and that we are counting on them. America wouldn't be where it is if not for the youth of America. France and so many other countries, the revolutions were caused by determined and resilient youth. And we have those. Our Nigerian youth are determined, they are resilient, and they're ready to learn, but they need a helping hand, they need guidance. And that is what I would say, that each and every one of us, it is our duty, it is our moral duty, it is our heritage, because 250 million Nigerians, our heritage is to homogenize. We look after each other. That is our culture, that nobody should starve in the villages. No, also, that's how polygamy came out, so the women are not alone. So we have to engage our youth in digital, artificial intelligence, and creativity. That is really key. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was in-depth. Carrying the young people along is very important, so that some of our wonderful DNA can be truly encrypted in them, and they can move on with a touch. Okay, let's come back to the studio, and I'll come back to you, Honorable, on a bit of a lighter note, even though this is I've always wondered about this. Again, the way we speak. Why would you come back from work and I would ask you, sir, are you back? Why do we ask questions? Is it in our culture, socio-cultural? Why do we see something? Tell me, the chop. She's eating! And I'm asking her, is she eating? Why do we speak that way as Nigerians?
Well, like you said, it's encrypted in our DNA. And the reason is that because of the Nigerian nature, he values his brother, values his sister, and that wife or child. So when he's back, you are happy that he's back.
Yes.
And emotionally, you say, oh, you are back. Or are you back? Yes, love. The love is flowing.
Oh, it's love.
Yes, it's the love. So you are repeating it. You can see the person repeating it. It's like seeing somebody who is eating. Because of the DC, say, are you eating? Because you are happy that your brother or sister is eating.
Oh, I know, understand it.
So you emphasize it. Is the interest, the love that Nigerian person has. That does not happen in a lot of
other cultures.
Yeah, because for instance, if you see your neighbor comes in driving, oh, you have come in, or you have closed for work, and that kind of thing. But like go to UK, on your street, even if they are shouting in your neighbor's house, there's problem there. At best, a kind best is to call police. But here, we'll try to get involved physically to help first. The human nature is say, my neighbor has a problem. Let me see what I can do to solve it. So we tend to be our brother's keeper. And when our brothers are making progress or doing anything, majorly we are happy. It's not every Nigerian that does that, but I can tell you for free that majority of Nigerians are happy that their neighbor is making progress, or their neighbor has a problem. First is you want to, that's why sometimes when you drive on the road, you just see a place, so many people are there. By the time you look, you see that it was an accident. You can see over 20 vehicles parked, and almost like 50 people covering the, But if it's abroad, they will just call police. There's an accident, so. But here, even though somebody about the crowd will try to call police or call for an ambulance, but first, the sympathy is here, the love is here that something have happened to a person. What can we do to assist the person?
Wow.
So those statements are the impulse and the flow from love.
Oh, amazing.
Thank you, Honorable. Nigerians are unique and diversely cultured people who have compassion. Innately, we are humane, we care about one another. Even if you're not speaking to somebody and the person has an issue, you find that you gravitate towards that place and see how you can be of support. That is who we are. What a dynamic group of people we are. We are often proud to say, Naija, not a carry last. We're talking about street credibility. I remember when Nice, was it, who sang after Kongwaso, we now heard that street
Nice
credibility.
and Two-Face.
Yes. Nowadays, our kids are not going out as they ought because for so many reasons, we have world homes. So how vibrant is our street cred? Asaba is taking a look at language and street credibility in Nigeria. Asaba, take it from here.
Yes, just pro there. Once everything all clear, you code you, go boss ala olefa. And once you boss ala olefa like this, and at your claim, you understand?
Yes, I just allowed the unit to claim everywhere.
You don't finish them, you finish everything.
In Nigeria, Pidgin English is more than a lingua franca. It's a cultural identifier, often used to poke fun at life's challenges. It brings humor to the people despite situation. It's not just a language, it's a bandage of authenticity.
Which time you want to come now? Now when I don't spend money, finish. Now when the bar don't finish, now you go say, your guy no bring cash, come back, I'll give you.
How does Pidgin English shape Nigerians' identity?
So the man on the streets, the average man, developed this lingua franca that we now call Pidgin English. Pidgin English is a means of communicating to anybody in Nigeria, no matter the level of education or illiteracy, and the person will understand.
What's the essence of Pidgin English in Nigeria, particularly as it's mostly used for humor and jokes in the face of hardship?
You know, say Delta not they carry last too, especially worry. Now worry now go they drive traffic light they show red. I can't they wait. Now one mama tell me say my picky they go they don't thief the green bubble.
Nollywood brought comedy to the fore. We now have a genre of Pidgin English comedy. Apart from the street comedy which we usually do, or our normal banter when they talk that far, I just want to see your face smooth to be like fresh bread. You understand that kind of thing? Those are normal ways of talking to each other, but it has not developed into a genre of comedy, and we use it to make ourselves happy and communicate. Then, because it encompasses the full human nature, every aspect is included, even in grief. Oh, sorry, say your packing bucket. Wow, you cannot just enjoy. Now when your smart don't enter your pockets, and the guy go kick bucket. No, but just smart they are so like you.
Street credibility goes beyond humor. It's about humility, loyalty, and staying true to one's root. It's the language of the streets, where creativity and resilience strive.
If you talk about credibility, use the word cred. Pidgin has it more than the English language. You will see something that happened recently in London, Windsor Castle, when the Nigerian president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, visited the King of England. He even borrowed our language. Nigeria not the carry last. That thing actually started from worry need the carry last. From there, Delta need the carry last. Now it's not Nigeria need the carry last.
It's the easiest way of communicating in Nigeria today. It is simple. We're not following the standard structure of English. You do not make mistakes when you speak Pidgin. You can adapt it to any language. You can bring in any language. And you can speak it in any platform, especially in formal or non-formal platforms. So you can use Pidgin English in the markets, at homes, at your business places, in families, in hospital settings. It's just a very easy way of communicating.
As I go there, I can't really confirm and say the woman she dey sell banga.
That's buy one for mama. As I dey waka, as I wear the wig, dey waka for road. Now say everybody dey turn left, right, they look now.
Is street credibility more valuable than digital fame? In Nigeria's vibrant streets, authenticity trumps online popularity. Is the difference between being fake and being real. What role does community play?
It's something that has come to stay. Some of our dictions are now in the English dictionary, and that means it has gained global acceptance. We should be proud of it. In fact, if possible, we should develop a proper language out of it, so that it will not be our lingua franca.
Neighbors, families, and friends are the backbone of Nigerian culture. Their support fuels Nigerian spirit, where loyalty to one's area is paramount. Street cred is Nigerians' DNA, and it's non-negotiable. When you got street, you got everything.
I call all Nigerians, make we embrace peace. Make we join hands, make we build this our country well. If peace not dey, if kasala dey, if gbege dey, if wahala dey, instead of government to come do better things for us, they go come dey use the money wey they supposed to take do better things for us, take dey solve different problems. Peace dey very important to us.
It's alright, assurance, it's alright, it's alright, we go better, all God and man, if we come together, we'll live with each other, we go better, all God and man, if we come together, we'll love one another. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. It's alright, assurance. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. It's alright, assurance. Insurance, he go better, all God and man. If we come together and we love each other, he go better, all God and man. If we come together and we live one another. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. Ori mi ò ní gbà bọ́dé, ori ẹ ò ní gbà bọ́dé. Orí wa ò ní gbà bọ́dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa kọ́lé o. Orí mi ò ní gbà bọ́dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbà bọ́dé, Nàìjíríà ò ní gbà bọ́dé. Yeah, it's alright, assurance, it's alright, we go better. All God and man, if we come together and we love one another, we go better. All God and man, if we come together and we live each other. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. Orí mi ò ní gbà bọ́dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbà bọ́dé, Nàìjíríà ò ní gbà bọ́dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjọ máa kọ́lé o. Orí mi ò ní gbà bọ́dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbà bọ́dé, Nàìjíríà ò ní gbà bọ́dé, ó pẹ́ ó yẹ àjẹ máa lówó o. What you give is what you get. Every living must have an end. Don't you love me for who I am? Love me cause that's just what is right. It's alright, assurance, we go better. All God and man, if we come together and we'll love each other. We go better, all God and man. If we come together, I will love each other. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. It's alright, assurance. Wow, it's alright, assurance. We go better, all God and man. If we come together and we'll show each other, we go better, all God and man. If we come together and we'll love each other. Can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door, can't be one on the door. Orí mi ò ní gbà bọ́dé, orí ẹ ò ní gbà bọ́dé, Nàìjíríà ò ní gbà bọ́dé.
Oh, thank you, sweet man. Sweet man may be from one part of Nigeria, but he's so diverse. When he starts to perform today, he's going all over. He goes nationwide. We thank you for that amazing rendition. And we also do know that Right Honorable is from Delta State, but he represented Lagos in the 8th and 9th Assembly
yes.
successfully.
That's a
if we're not
spirit.
celebrating the diversity,
Yes.
then I mean that is a clear example and a testament of the kind of people that we are. So we say, well done, Honorable. We are really our brother's keeper. Okay, we have some messages here. We thank you for sending them in and we don't take it for granted. Someone says, good morning, Weekend Deal. You all look amazing. But I particularly love the presenter and I love her scarf. I love the way she's dressed. You know, she looks beautiful. And I like the trend of the discussion. Nigerians truly are unique and amazing people. Thank you so much. Let me tell you who sent that in. His name is Ohan. Okay, someone said greetings to Uche Umana, but you didn't tell us your name. Obviously, you have admirers out there. Okay, I thought it was your namesake. Okay. But I now see it's like greetings to you.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Someone says Godwin from Taraba State, Wukari local government area says it starts with sincerely speaking. You know, there was a time that was a trend. Every sentence,
sincerely speaking. Oh, I love that.
And if you had your father saying that or your mother, you inherited it. Okay, someone says we speak Pidgin English in the most unique and uncommon way. And the most amazing thing we also do, when we blend Pidgin and English, it's a no grammar, no dictionary can hold it. We are truly in a world of our own and we can do well within ourselves. He said our behavior is unique, the way we talk is unique. When people say Nigeria is the giant of Africa, it's not a joke, it's a reality. I just take one more. Someone said this is an amazing topic, truly encrypted in our DNA. Nigerians are one of an uncommon kind. Dr. Adohi Daniel is reaching us from Benue State. Oh, they're just coming in. I'll just take one more and then we go to football bankers. Nigerians are rich in culture. They celebrate their diversity and they love one another. We can show the love more in these days. Let us show our love more. That makes us truly Nigerian and our identity stays sacred. You say our values of hard work, resilience, and confidence is unmatched anywhere in the world. Bawa from Nasarawa State. Well, football. What is Osime doing these days? Sule was here talking another language yesterday. Sule speak Nigerian language. See Sule's chair. I'm greeting the chair. Anyway, football.
Thank you so much, football bankers. We're talking about codes encrypted in our DNA. That thing that will make you look at your friend who is well dressed and say, you find like 10 people. How about only you? That thing that will make us look at, starts with fresh, like fresh bread. That's who we are. And when you say that to any Nigerian woman, she smiles. And that takes me to the other part. And I'm coming to you, Sister Uche, the way we are, the way we express our dressing. Go to a wedding. One material, different styles, different headgear. I'm sure that's what I'm even referencing today if you look at me, the Nigerian style. Talk about us and the way we dress for events. Is it in our DNA that we must look good?
I think all of that still boils down to our confidence as people. Right? The average Nigerian does not see his or herself less than any other person. Absolutely. We are confident in our lack, we are confident in our plenty. So anything we want to do, we show up at our best from where we are.
Yes.
And we've also been taught to celebrate. So because we know to celebrate, and this started from, growing up, Sundays are very special days.
Yes.
So when you're going out on Sunday, you've been taught to dress, look clean. Sunday is the day everybody looks forward to. So I think it's part of what has been, like we say, our DNA. It's part of what has been passed on to us. And that has also become a part of who we are. And it's something that I'm glad we're now sharing with the rest of the world. Because being intentional about how you look is not something most people pick up when they are older. It's something we grow up seeing, because even like I said, the poorest or the richest person, when they want to show up, they show up and they show out.
You you know that trend that is happening, that is on social media, where white women will say, I'm going to be a Nigerian bride and I'll tie my gele. And all of a sudden they start, you see them with different gele.
Exactly.
I mean, they want to marry a Nigerian man. They are stylish as us.
And we have had the likes of Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and a few other great world-class stars rock Ankara. And when they rock it, the audience is wild at the beauty that it brings to the fore. Okay, let me talk with you, Ocheche. Ocheche, earlier we heard Madam Sally say that she's created a fora where young people can have a tete-a-tete with her, that they can share their mind and all of that. You know, sharing their mind is one thing, but we know that Sally can also do it alone. How can we as Nigerians make our youths know that they are loved, they are appreciated, and Nigeria is truly counting on them and trusting them with the great future that can be ours?
You must agree with me that technology is one thing that is fast becoming a part of the human race, and you cannot separate the youth from having things to do with technology. But as much as that is happening, there are core values we are losing as a people, especially as Nigerians. And it beats my imagination to stay here today and ask these questions. Why is history no longer taught in our schools?
It has been brought back.
It has been brought back.
Yeah, back down. It's coming back.
If that is so, then I think it is kudos. It was taken away from us for quite some times, and we can all feel the effect. Now, if you are talking about technology and how it has affected us, of course, these were the Western innovations. And when somebody invents something, like if Nigeria is inventing something, you see more of Nigeria in that.
Technology has affected us.
Of course,
I said, Sally, it has a forum which wants to help you.
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm coming to that. You agree that as a Nigerian, if I'm coming up with an invention, that invention will be more Nigerian than whatever part it will be. You understand?
Okay.
Now, our youth felt not loved because they've paid much attention to what has happened in the western part of the world, where people don't share love like what we've been talking about with Nigerians. You understand? So, and that's the kind of mentality they are beginning to imbibe. You understand? Where people don't feel loved. You understand? But for us here, of course, we know that what is left of us is the little that we're born into, the little we're taught, but these are fast eroding. Now, coming to Sally and whatever it is she wants to do with the youth, I think it is very, very important. And not just her, the society, the government should pay attention to whatever it is she is doing. There are core values that have been eroded over time. I expect people, I expect government, I expect civil society organizations and every individual to sit with her and then get to know
what about guardians and parents?
Exactly. And be able to know exactly what she has for the youths, and then
so they can drive it with her.
And then where necessary, bring some sort of values we felt we've lost along the way. And if that is done, I think the youth will naturally understand that
basically all hands
they are loved.
On deck.
It's just that for some trending issues these days, and where attention has been shifted to make them feel the way I think they feel at the moment.
Okay, you know, for the longest time, Thelma will always say that when we read of crimes and things, criminality, Thelma will always say this is so un-Nigerian. And Thelma will always insist that, you know, even though it's something we know, it takes in a community to bring up a child. So I'm coming to you. In those days, I mean, my personal experience, I like to come from what I know. When I do something wrong, and let's say Mama Edith, who is my neighbor, we all grew up together. Edith, if you're watching, it's your man go I'm talking about, and she holds your ear and you're going home. You know that your mother will collect the second ear.
Yes.
No questions asked. So you must have done something wrong. So your mother is picking the available ear from her. Thank you, my sister. And you're entering the room. What the neighbors hear is your scream, whatever happens. And then you know that when you do something wrong in that whole place we live, every mother and every father is everybody's mother and father. Do you think the reason our children are not getting it right is the everybody to himself that we are doing now? Children, other people's children are not scared of you. They can do anything in your presence, and if you touch, their mother will come and give you an earful. Do you think we are losing that naturally? A handful, sir, my sister. Do you think we are losing it?
Well, there's no doubt that we've lost a lot of things. Most of them are due to modernization. And we may not be able to come back to them no matter what we preach. Like I said, in the villages, growing up in those days, when cities were not too urbanized, you know your neighbors and everybody. And that love is here. If you see your neighbor's child misbehaving, you feel that it's your child that is also misbehaving. And when you do correct, your neighbors, the mother or the father is happy with you.
Yes.
Because they will reciprocate when they see your child doing that. But as urbanization comes in, as social media comes in, much of that is changing. I can tell you that children of these days are learning more from social media than they are learning from their parents.
Oh, sad.
And there's nothing you can do because the technology is already there. You can't take it from them anymore. If a 15, 16-year-old girl has a headset,
iPhone,
it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, morning to night, In fact, parents now struggle to get their children to read. In those days, we used to read novels. But these days, find out how many children in school read novels. Ask them, how many have you read? Even novels as popular as Shido Ashebe, which we take for granted. Once you're up to class 3, which is like JSS 3.
Yes.
You're already reading it. These are great books, but we're not even talking about sophisticated authors abroad, but Nigeria. So we hardly read. First, we had home videos, the Nigerian homegrown film industry.
Yes.
It was interesting. It was taking the attention of children from reading. But social media, government will have to find a way to train teachers to teach children how to use social media. Be on the phone for some time, drop it. Because if you're on the phone always, you will fail your job. You fail your work. You will not have good grades at university. It is so the social media is creating a new culture altogether. Like you said, just as I have now, a lot of new languages.
New language every day.
Are coming from social media.
No cho-cho-cho. Too much cho-cho-cho. This one, that one.
and children are learning it. Even adults are getting confused with it. They're looking at it. This are new language. Okay, you're part of it. So that is the problem that we find ourselves. And where we find ourselves is where we should start from, because the world is dynamic. Look at AI. AI is coming in different forms. You can ask AI one question in less than a minute
to give you an answer.
Yes. So children may get to a stage, what do I need to ask daddy or mommy for anything? Let me go to AI. Because AI will be faster. Okay. So these are the problems that we have. But we need to teach children the good and the bad part of AI, Although again, we need to emphasize that they must learn AI, because if they want to develop,
they must.
Yes.
They must.
Because
but they must develop without tutelage.
Yes. AI have produced more billionaires than the computer revolution ever produced.
Absolutely.
And AI is just started. It's taking over everywhere. In manufacturing, everything. So children must be taught AI, but they should tell them the limit of AI. Everything is not AI.
Okay. As amazing as AI is, as amazing as AI is, we can still do a bit more. Parents should work with their children. You don't leave them with their devices to do as they want. Parents, guardians must be there. Teachers even must be there all the time. I know in some schools during holidays, during vacation or after exams, if they have a little bit of school left, they allow them bring their devices, but they should be monitored. all the time. Okay, the NTA is in Celebu.
Yes, so
yesterday, that's why you can see Patience is still unveiling. Because yesterday was explosive. Yesterday, NTA family had the awesome and amazing privilege to celebrate one of our own. The director news, Halima Musa's daughter, tied the nuptial knot, but we'll talk about that later. We're going to join Madam Sally Umbanefo in Lagos. And Madam Sally, we're happy to touch base with you again. When Honorable was talking, when Ucheche was talking, same with Uche, something was going through my mind, because these children, they are birthed by adults and parents. You know, do some adults, or do we adults need some level of reorientation, because this is not the culture in which we grew up in? Sophistication and modernity has come in full throttle. Do we need to unlearn some things, relearn some, or learn some things afresh? Madam, please share.
I'd like to share something after that. The role of motherhood today must not be understated, because the average woman is a working woman, and so we need to be sure that the mother does not lose touch or grip with the grassroots. The grassroots is the family, and with the discussions I hold with these children on the tete-a-tete with Saliem, they do count so much on us mothers to tell them the way to go, to give our opinion on things they hear in the social media, as I've been saying. A few months, 2 years ago, I did what you call, I don't know if you can see it, Young Lives Matter. I know go Jakpa. So this was a program that I did. I invited all the children, the schools that I look after in over 20 states and over 30 schools, from only my personal resources. I don't have help from anyone, but they're from the poorest and rural areas where they don't have any technology, nobody has access to them. And so I brought all these youth to a place, the most expensive place you can think of, in Banana Island, what have you, entertain them, and the concept was Young Lives Matter, I no go Jakpa, which means please give Nigeria another chance. And so what mothers should do is to know that nations are built on ideals, on values, on morals. For example, the ideal thing to teach our children as parents is to go away from instant gratification and go to delayed gratification. Anything you invest in as a young person is sustainable and is forever. As I mentioned earlier, ideals are what make societies. And these are the things as mothers we must tell our children, no matter where they are. I speak to my children every day, talk to my grandchildren as well. We're all on group chat. Somehow, somewhere, you'll find out something that's bugging them, and they'll share it with you. And so what I wanted to talk about is the fact that everything in life has an expiry date. And so the quintessence of life is to be content with what we have, and to have the grace to not be thwarted by what is denied. This is a concept that backs up delayed and instant gratification, that our young children in our homes, wherever they are, must know that what you don't have today is preparing you for a better reward tomorrow. These are the values, the morals, and the ideals. Ideals in the war of America, when they were fighting for their independence, or for France, were ideals that people would die for. Gowon was a president, so young. So this is possible in Nigeria, that our young people will take up leadership, but they must know that delayed gratification is very important in life. Ideals that make up the society are worth dying for. And when they have faith, you can't say Nigerians are praying too much. If you have faith, there is hope. If you have hope, there is no despair. Because if there's despair in our youth, we end up with crimes on our hands. Even the youth in the rural areas don't need to leave the rural community because of digital technology. They can get whatever it is, which is what I'm trying to do with all these schools that I'm working with, to create access. It doesn't matter where you are, because that's how we're losing our values. You leave the community where you wake up, you sweep your back, your veranda, you sweep with the red earth. Everybody sweeps. Everybody knows everybody's child. If a child does something wrong, they say, whose child is that? Is that not from Mama Sunday or Mama Tokini or whatever, you know? The rural communities have to be preserved. Our cultures can be preserved, and people from the cities should be going home. I am from Delta. Yes, I married a Nambra. But last week or 2 weeks ago, I went to bury my mother. And I was surprised how modernized my town was. And I felt sad that that rural feeling, that cultural feeling I used to get when I used to go home was no longer there. They had created their own Lagos there. So it's important that our youth, wherever they are, understand delayed gratification, understand the importance of morals, values that make up the society, cultural values, our heritage. And also, even though they're teaching history in our schools, which I tried to advocate when I was DG, I'm glad that it's being done now. We also must teach our children at home, because history is important. If you do not know where you're coming from, you will have no self-pride. You will have no confidence in yourself, and you will not be able to talk about Nigeria with confidence. So I am what you call Afropean, so Afrocentric. The Afrobeat is all over the world. Nigerians are the most popular people in the world now for good things. History has changed. We're no longer the bad eggs. People are looking at us with different ways. We didn't just export our medical talents, our intellectual. When I was a commissioner in Anambra, all the youth, so many youth from Anambra won first prize competing with German schools, Italian schools, American schools. And so you find that the talent is there. We've exported our movies, we've exported our music. We now have to export our culture and have richness in our heritage. And that's what I wanted to say, that everything in life, children must know, has an expiry date. No matter the problem you're facing, just know in your heart that it has an expiry date. Thank you very much.
So much. Thank you so much. I want to say first, thank you for the incredible work you're doing with our young population, and thank you for being on our show today. You added to our conversation. And let me quickly say, you said something about being a grandmother. You're making grandmotherhood so yummy. I mean, you look so young, and you said you have grandchildren, and also our condolences on the passing of your mother. Thank you so much, and God bless. From there, we'll go straight to Lokoja. 4 views on the streets. 4 views on the streets.
Now it is well. You need many things. So it is well, I mean advice for yourself. I no go carry my leg come outside. No be only me, the matter go. If I want to talk wetin concern me now, if you ask me, I go say, it is well, oh. Because one, no me go leak myself secret. Secret you don't already leak by itself. But that it is well, cover many things. It is well means if the matter don't choke you well, you don't know how you go talk and you go say it is well.
To me, I know the difficulty is the difficulty itself is difficult. Pidgin will say, "Itai rapper," but I think it's our faith that is just keeping us alive. Because if we want to dwell on what we are going through, my dear, Uzwa, it's the only solution that they have. Because I don't know, everything they will say, it is well, it is well. Even me, it's well.
Nigeria is our country. We'll not give up. Let's keep the hope alive. Let's begin to reorientate ourselves. Reorientate them. Because it's so disheartening. In fact, I'm just coming from FMC now. And as I tell you, the past 3 days, there's no water in that place. If you go there, you will give. But we're not going to give up. But the funny thing about it, I don't even know, this generation of ours now, the fact it's taking a child or not.
As a Nigeria, anywhere we find ourselves, I think we just have to adapt to the nature and the economic reality of the country. So we don't have anything to do rather than to keep praying for our president, our leader, so that things will become getting better. We shouldn't just rely on the government alone. We should be self-reliant. We should be skillful on our own.
You know, anytime you see me dance, people say that I've solved all my problems. That's not it, though. I make a decision daily to be happy,
regardlessly.
And there's never more a reason than that. I was telling earlier that patience is still unveiling. After the boogie down of yesterday, when we're celebrating with one of our own, you know, the NTA is a big, amazing, branded family. So Director News, Hajia Halima Musa's daughter, Miriam, tied the nuptial knot with Ishak yesterday at Gwarimpa. Hey, NTA, and we turned up. Fully ashwebead up, you know. And we had fun, and there is Executive Director Programs. Okay, there is the bride, the bride's mother, and some of our colleagues, some of our family members.
Yes,
we just saw Madam Terry Taylor in red. That's how we do
Auntie Mabel and
hello, Mama. We had a good time, and that's how we do it. When something is happening with one person, the whole community turns up. Because you know that celebration is not just for one family; it's for all of us. And as we latch on with our joy and anointing, so shall it be.
Yes, that is the way it is. I mean, it's encrypted.
It will happen for the next person.
Yes, exactly. It's encrypted in our DNA. And trust me, the NTA family, we know how to turn up. We know how to boogie. We know how to enjoy. That's what we work very hard. So when we want to play, we also play very hard. Let's get back to our conversation. Or Thelma, do you have messages?
Yes, I'm told it's final. Okay. But let me just take one message, please, because it borders on this family unit we're talking about. It's from one of our dear friends, MC Malam. You know, he's been absent for a bit. I mean, I hope you're doing well. He says, I love we can do. That is not in doubt. But today, that love raised to the power. He said, if I the highest power. He said, I love what our elder brought to the table. Reminded us of our cultural values and even our love, even in diversity. He said, imagine somebody from Delta running and winning twice in Lagos. Woo! And he says he lost Uche, he lost Ocheche, and their relevant contributions to the beauty that is our great nation, Nigeria. He says, Uche Umana, my love is special. Perhaps because Umana sounds like it's from my place. Yes, Umana, I don't trust you. Okay. It's good love. It's good love. Thank you. We are it is the grand finale, your final words. Okay. Uche, let me start with you.
Okay. For the Nigerian that we are, I think I want to hit also on us understanding that African time, as embodying as it is for us, can also be detrimental. I work in a space where time is not just a currency, but time is everything. Looking at people who have grown businesses, if when we do our what's it called, risk analysis for a business, you find out that aside people being incompetent, the next thing most business owners struggle with is lateness to work. And that has not only impacted the business, but the nation's gross domestic profit. Wow. So we are looking at understanding that as much as there are some things that are engraved in our DNA that makes us special, they can also be detrimental. And the one thing we need to take out for businesses, even the business owner, this is also for you, take out that African time, respect time. Respect time.
It is important.
Just showing up on time can actually change the whole trajectory of your life and your business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Uche. So, sir, your final words to Nigerians who are watching?
My final words is that it is not as bad as we think. Yes, things are bad to some extent, but the nation is on the move. A lot of new things are coming up. A lot of youths are moving. I mean, just look at the new financial market. Things like Money Point, a lot of this paper and code that are making a lot of money. It's youths that started them. You know, a lot of companies, a lot of organizations, companies making drone, they are youths. So the youth of today, we may think that, oh, they are lazy, they are not working like the youth of previous years. But if you go deep, you see that the youth of today are making it, both in the oil industry, everywhere. And in a couple of years to come, it will show very clearly. So what I say tell Nigerians use is work hard, don't believe that the economy is down, therefore you are down. No, if the economy is down, you should be up. When you are up, then you help to push the economy. But Nigeria is on the right path.
Yes.
And God will see us through any problem. Thank you.
Forward ever, backward never. Ocheche. Wrap it up. 30 seconds.
For me, beyond social media, beyond technological innovations, what is common with us is our shared humanity. And it is one thing we have always been known for as Nigerians, persons who have capacity for community. We are known for love, we are known for peace, and we are known for our rich cultural heritage. We should not in any way think of deviating from being Nigerians that we are, because the world over, everybody admires Nigeria. Everybody wants to be Nigeria. And that is why you see it is easier for people to wear Nigeria, do Nigeria, want to speak Nigeria, even those who are not Nigerians. So I think it goes a long way to telling that people are watching and people admire Nigeria, so we should keep being Nigerians. Thank you very much.
Indeed, we are known for our compassion and our kindness. Let's never lose that, please. Stay kind.
Yes.
You don't know what the next person is going through.
And I would like to just say that as we end, respect is one thing that we are known for, and respect is now it's one of our social currencies.
Indeed.
It's something that can be aimed, that can be spent, that can be protected. Sadly, it can be lost too. So whatever you do as a Nigerian, hold on to your respect, and there are some things you will not do. Thank you for staying with us. It is Weekend Deal. We'll be back here next week. Goodbye and God bless. Let's go to music.
Oh, yeah. Waiting up But you know plenty can go around if you believe in love. So get ready, sing it loud if you believe in love. There's no mountain we cannot crush if we believe in love. Understanding I keep you lover if we believe in love. But you know plenty can go around if you believe in love. So get ready, sing it loud if you believe in love. There's no mountain we cannot crush if we believe in love. Understanding I keep you lover if you believe in Nigeria now my home, my only hope. If you don't believe it, take it from me, you are sold. I'm a human being. Nigeria now my country, any which way now my first identity. City boy, yeah, city boy. Continue, sir. But you know plenty.